So hello, good morning. Again, this is the continuation of our discussion na kasama sa topic na need natin i-discuss for the purpose na makahabol tayo dun sa lesson. Then, um, kailangan lang natin take up yung mga mas kailangan. Okay, to continue. So ito yung lesson natin. So the derivative in graphing and applications. Dito sa graphing and applications, meron tayong dalawang analysis. And unahin muna natin yung isa. We have the analysis of functions, the extrema on an interval. For our objectives, we have to define maximum, minimum. Kung maano natin, pwede pa tayo or kung matapos natin, pwede pa natin mahanap yung inflection, stationary, and critical points, yung relative maximum and relative minimum. And we have also need to determine the vertical maximum and minimum points of any given curve using the first and second derivative test. And last, we have to draw the curve using the first and second derivative test. And we have to describe the behavior of any given graph in terms of concavity and relative extrema. Na kung pansin ninyo, wala akong camera since hindi gumagana yung camera. So pagpasensya na lang. So next. When we say extrema on an interval, let's say we have a function f be defined on an interval na I, which is yung interval natin, contains C. Ang interval natin is A. Kung open interval yan, that is AB. Within that interval, meron tayong C or values of X, which is including yung A, B, and syempre yung C. Now for the definition, we have f of C is minimum of the given function, just given din yung interval or sa specific na interval, if f of C is less than or equal to f of x sa lahat ng values ng x sa given interval. Now, maximum naman siya ng function on the given interval if yung f of C natin is greater than or equals sa f of x sa lahat ng values of x sa given na interval. Now, the minimum and maximum of function on an interval are the extreme values. Again, the minimum and maximum of a function on an interval are extreme values tawag natin. Kaya mas tinatawag na extrema. Now, the singular form of extrema is extremum. So, kung isa lang yung value na nahanap natin dun sa isang interval, tawag natin is extremum. But kung marami na, so that is extrema of the given function on the interval. Now, the minimum and maximum of a function on an interval are also called absolute minimum and absolute maximum. Kaya pwede mo rin tawagin as global minimum and global maximum on the interval. Now, meron tayo ditong graphs. For letter A, meron tayong function as continuous. When you say continuous, ibig sabihin, since these are shaded, itong mga points na yan, so that is continuous, ibig sabihin including yung mga points na yan within that given interval na closed interval. Function did not have a minimum or maximum on an interval. Halimbawa, itong figure A. Sabi naman, you can see that function f of x is equal to x squared plus 1 has both a minimum and maximum. Yung A tsaka B, yung figure A tsaka B, meron siyang maximum and minimum values on a closed interval na negative 1 tsaka 2. But does not have the maximum on the open interval in negative 1, 2. Moreover, ito yung sinasabi niyang wala siyang maximum sa open interval ng negative 1, 2. So ito yun. Sa part ng negative 1, 2, so wala siya dito maximum. From negative 1, 2, so dito. So yan yung sa open interval. When you say open interval, since naka-open circle yan, so that is open interval. Moreover, in figure number 3.1 or sa letter C, you can see that the continuity or the lack of it can affect the existence of an extremum on the interval. Bakit? So nagkaroon tayo ng discontinuity. So therefore, eto, part ng value of f of kung ano pa man yung value na yan, let's say 0, f of 0, wala tayong value. Which is, sabihin natin undefined, o nagkaroon ng restriction, so wala siyang value niyan. And kung mapapansin natin, meron tayong dalawang values for x is equal to 0. Let's say that is 1. Ito naman, 2. So nagkaroon tayo ng jump pagdating dun sa mga values ng y when x is equal to 0. Now from this closed interval, negative 1, 2, again, when we say closed interval, we have a close shaded pagdating dun sa mga intervals. Kaya nga tinatawag na closed interval. Ibig sabihin, yung mga points dyan from negative 1, yung negative 1 is included dun sa part ng interval, yung values of x. And yung 2 naman is kasama. So therefore, that is closed interval. Again, yung continuity, it can affect the existence of an extremum sa given interval. So this suggests a theorem that if a function f is continuous, again, a given a function is continuous sa closed interval AB, pag closed interval, ginagamit natin is bracket. Pag open interval, we need to use open and close parentheses. Then the given function has both a minimum and maximum on the interval. Like dito sa figure 8. So meron tayong minimum at maximum since this is a closed interval. Next, ito yung guidelines for finding extrema on a closed interval. Now to find the extrema of a continuous function f on a closed interval AB, ito yung mga kailangan natin steps para mahanap natin yung extrema on a closed interval. First, we have to find the critical numbers of f in open interval. Then we have to evaluate f at each critical number dun sa kada dito sa open interval na AB. Then we have also to consider yung or evaluate the function at each endpoint. Yung A natin dyan is that is left endpoint. Ito naman, right endpoint. And sa number 4, least of these values is the minimum. Then the greatest is the maximum. Sa madaling sabi, yung pinakamababang value is minimum and yung maximum naman is the greatest. Now question, saan natin yung ibabangga para makuha natin yung minimum tsaka maximum? Babangga natin yun sa first derivative. So magkakaroon tayo dito ng apat na values of x when we consider yung open interval na AB tsaka yung closed interval na AB. For example, find the extrema on a closed interval, then find the extrema of f of x is equal to 3x to the fourth minus 4x cubed on the open interval na negative 1, 2. Now, ano yung magiging solusyon natin? And paano natin mahanap yung tinatawag na critical numbers? Now, to solve the critical numbers, we have to equate or we have to get the first derivative first. So, f of x is equal to, ano yung first derivative natin? 12. So, ano yung derivative ng 3x to the fourth? So, meron tayong 4x, sorry, that is 12. Ito, magiging 12. X cube minus 12x squared. So ito yung first derivative natin. Now from the first derivative, para makuha natin yung critical value, we have to equate f of x prime equal to 0. Now dito sa right side, we have 12x cubed minus 12x squared. Pwede natin i-factor out yung 12x squared. Then ang matitira sa 12x cubed is x squared or x na lang. Since nilabas na natin yung x squared. So x minus 1. Na para makahanap natin yung critical values, 12x squared is equal to 0. And x is equal to 0. Then yung isa, x minus 1. Equate mo yan sa 0 para mahanap mo yung mga critical values or numbers. And x is equal to positive 1. Now, ang tawag natin dito, ito yung mga critical numbers. Yan yung mga critical numbers. And that is the open interval na need natin consider from 0 to 1. Yan yung open interval. Which is yung values ito, yung critical numbers is nasa close interval na negative 1 tsaka 2. Now, paano natin mahanap yung extremas or extrema? Siyempre, kailangan natin consider dito na lang, consider the close interval negative 1, 2. Yung left endpoint muna natin, consider natin, left endpoint. Yan. Tapos, yung isa, right endpoint. Sa left endpoint natin, i-consider natin yung value na negative 1 kasi that's the left endpoint. So, x is equal to negative 1. F of negative 1. Question, saan natin yan ibabangga para mahanap natin or saan natin yan isasubstitute para makuha natin yung extrema o yung minimum tsaka maximum. So, ibabangga natin yan dun sa original na function. So, we have f of negative 1 is equal to 3 multiplied by negative 1 raised to 4. Then minus 4 multiplied by negative 1 raised to 3. So, that is equivalent to, pag-multiply natin yung negative 1 sa 4. So, we have positive 3. Then, minus. Then, plus. So, plus 4. So, we have f of negative 1. F of negative 1 is equal to positive 7. Now, to consider yung right endpoint, ano yung magiging value natin ng x? X is equal to, syempre, yung 2. F of 2, again, ibabangga natin yun doon or isa-substitute natin doon sa original na function. Just given yung 3x to the 4th. So, we have 3 multiplied by 2 to the 4th minus 4 multiplied by 2 cubed. Now, ano yung magiging value natin ng f of 2? Now, ang magiging value natin, since that is the left endpoint, so that is 16. And next, nakuha na natin yung left endpoint, yung mga values sa left endpoint at sa right endpoint. Now, ang next natin is we have to consider the open interval. Pwede natin isulat na lang na kaganito. X is equal to 0. Tapos x is equal to 1. If x is equal to 0, na yung value ng f of 0 natin. F of 0 is equal to 0, syempre. If x is equal to 1, ano yung magiging value ng f or ng function natin, ng f of 1? If we have 1, 3 multiplied by 1 minus 4, we have a value of negative 1. So, yung pinakamababang value, that is minimum. So, ito yung magiging minimum natin. And ito naman yung maximum. Ang tawag natin dito sa minimum at maximum is yung extrema. Okay, next. Suburahin muna natin para manis yung ating blackboard. So, delete. Okay. So, next. Now, we have to find the extrema on a closed interval given the function f of x is equal to 2x minus 3x raised to 2/3 on the interval -1 tsaka 3. Again, ang first step natin is we have to find the first derivative para mahanap natin yung critical points. Ano yung first derivative? 2 minus, so this will be multiplied sa 3 at 2 over 3 times yung 2/3 bawasan natin ng -1, we have here raised to -1/3. So ano pa? Meron pa tayo ditong 3 actually. So cancel out natin yung 3. Ang matitira sa equation is, or sa first derivative is 2 minus 2 multiplied by x raised to -1/3. So ayusin natin. 2 minus 2 divided by x raised to -1/3. So further rearrangement ang kailangan dyan. Yung raised to 1/3 dapat magiging positive. So 2 divided by x raised to positive 1/3. Kunin natin yung denominator. X raised to 1/3 divided by 1. Etong 1 tapos multiplied by 2. So we have 2 times x raised to 1/3 then minus ano pa? So minus x raised to 1/3 ito divided by x raised to 1/3. So 1 plus multiplied by 2. We have 2 here. So ito na yung first derivative natin. Now, after getting the first derivative, syempre we have to equate it to 0 para makuha natin yung critical number. 2x raised to 1/3 minus 2 divided by x raised to 1/3. Now, cross multiply. Pag cross multiply natin, yung x raised to 1/3 will be multiplied sa 0. Therefore, meron tayong 0 sa left side. And ang matitira sa right side is 2x raised to 1/3 minus 2. Ilipat mo yung 2 dun sa kabila, magiging positive is equal to 2x raised to 1/3. Then, since parehas na positive yun, pwede natin i-rearrange as x raised to 1/3 is equal to 1. Kasi dinivide na natin yung 2 ng 2. Kaya divide by 2 both side. Now, para mawala yung 1/3, we have to raise it to 3 both side. Now, x is equal to 1. So, nakuha na natin yung isang value ng x or critical number. Ito yung critical number natin. So, ano pa yung possible na critical number? Ano pa yung possible na critical number? Yung isang critical number, since based dito sa first derivative, eto, based dito. Para hindi mag-undefined yan, x must not be equal to 0. So therefore, ang isang critical number natin is x is equal to 0. X is equal to 0. The other critical number. So yun, nakuha na natin yung open interval na kailangan natin galing dun sa critical numbers na 0, 1. Tsaka given din itong closed interval na negative 1 tsaka 3. So para sa yung magiging solusyon natin, we have to consider muna yung closed interval na negative 1 tsaka 3. So yung negative 1 is the left endpoint. And syempre yung x is equal to negative 1. If x is equal to negative 1, again, that will be substituted dun sa original na function. Ano yung original function natin? So f of negative 1 is equal to 2 multiplied by negative 1 minus 3 times negative 1 raised to 2/3. F of negative 1 is equal to negative 5. Then, i-consider natin yung right endpoint. So, we have x is equal to 3. F of 3 is equal to 2 multiplied by 3 minus 3 multiplied by 3 raised to 2/3. So, ano yung value ng f of 3 natin? So, kung kinompute natin or kinalculate, we have a value of negative 0.24. Now, next, consider yung open interval na x na 0, 1 or x is equal to 0. Ito yung mga critical numbers natin. Is equal to 1. Tapos, syempre, ang values natin dyan, yung una, x is equal to 0. F of 0 is equal to, ano yung value? Syempre 0. Kasi lahat na term, meron tayong x. So, kaya 0 yung magiging value. Next, we have x is equal to 1. F of 1 is equal to, ano yung value? So, this is negative 1. Na pwede na natin mahanap yung maximum tsaka minimum. So, alin yung maximum natin? Dito. Ito yung maximum. And alin naman yung minimum? Yung negative 5. So, this is minimum. Now, para mag-graph natin, mapakita natin yung graph. Dun sa isa, hindi na natin na-graph. So, therefore, i-graph natin to para makita natin yung behavior ng function. So, sabihin natin yan yung x and y plane. Ano yung meron tayo? Yung 0, 0. So, ito yung negative 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, ito naman yung negative 1, 2, 3, 4, and negative 5. Ito yung negative 1. Sa kabila naman, ito yung 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. Yan. So, 1, ito yung 6, ito yung 2. So, ano yung kailangan natin? So, i-graph lang natin itong negative 1 tsaka negative 5. So, summary yan dito yung negative 1 tsaka negative 5. Ayan. Tapos, ano pa yung mga coordinates? Yung 3 tsaka yung negative 0.24. 3. So, sabihin natin ito yung 3. Tapos, ito yung negative point. So, yung value na to is negative 0.24 tsaka 3. Sigurahin muna natin. So, negative. So, yung point na to. Yan. Tapos, ito yung negative 0.24. And, sorry, mali. Tama pala. Ito lang yung mali. So, this is 3 tsaka negative 0.24. Ayan. So daw, ano pa yung isang value? 0, 0. Ito, na-identify na natin yan kanina. So 0, 0 yan. Tapos yung isa is 1 tsaka negative 1. 1 tsaka negative 1. So dito yon. Ito yung 1 tsaka negative 1. Now, i-graph natin, i-connect natin yung mga points. So, bali ito yung point. Tapos, dito. Ayan, and papunta dun sa 3. Tapos, negative 24. So, kung papansin natin, yan yung graph nung mga nahanap nating coordinates. And pwede natin masabi dito sa taas that yung 0, 0 is maximum. Ito naman, this is minimum. Move. Okay. So again, negative 5 is the minimum and yung 0 naman is maximum. Okay. So next. So wala na palang next. So that is next topic. Continue na lang natin dun sa next slide or sa next topic.